Believers, meaning those who have been born again, they know God. Also, other people who have not been born again know God. Well, how do we know? Because of creation. God reveals himself through his creation. For what can be known about God is plain to them, because God has shown it to them. For his invisible attributes, namely, his eternal power and divine nature, have been clearly perceived ever since the creation of the world, in the things that have been made, so they are without excuse. God is separate. He is also sovereign, here fellowshipping with his creation. We are all born sinners. Therefore, just as sin came into the world through one man, and death through sin, and so death spread to all men, because all sinned. God reveals himself through creation, but our minds are distorted because of the effects sin has on our minds. In Eastern religions, they teach a non-biblical immanence. They stress that God is within all of creation. He is so absorbed in it that he is part of everything. They believe he has unity with everything. Their teaching is monism. Other religions, Islam, they stress that God is from creation. Understanding the details of God is not possible. We can know nothing of God. The people's view is that they have to have an intermediary being to have access in any way to God. It's someone they can share things with that could go to him and speak for them. This person goes back and forth. For example, in the Catholic Church, their official belief is that for us to be close to God, we have to have various qualifications. One, we need to be included in the Catholic Church, a member. We also have to have faith in the Son of God and in Mary, the Virgin Mother. All of these things that we have to do. We have to pray to Mary that she will intercede to Jesus for us and pray to other saints. That made people feel, wow, the Catholic Church, there's so many things to do. The people were taught that they must do things to progress to worshiping God. Jesus said to him, I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me. A long time ago in the city of Colossus, they had false teachers who led the church astray. They were saying, well, I'm a Christian, though, and you need to worship intermediary beings. They were taught strange mixture of things. Christian teaching, pagan ideas, Jewish ritual, piety. Now, what does piety mean? Well, it means reverence. They had to be involved in angel worship, just a mixture of things. They had false teachers who looked down on those who believed in Jesus Christ, 100% believers in God, not adding things like the law and rules and things to worship angels. No, they looked down on those Christians. They were full of pride themselves. Let no one disqualify you, insisting on asceticism and worship of angels, going on in detail about visions, puffed up without reason by his sensuous mind. This is common, unfortunately, to look down on others, having a perspective that you had to keep the law and follow rules that you thought would encourage religion. That's false religion. The flesh is a fallen nature, and it makes people think they have to one-up others. And the reason is because they follow so many things instead of serving other people. God commands we serve other people and put them higher than ourselves, not hold on to rules. We need to give that up. People were trying to make themselves look better on the outside, yet in the inside they were still dirty sinners. For from within, out of the heart of man, come evil thoughts, sexual immorality, theft, murder, adultery, coveting, wickedness, deceit, sensuality, envy, slander, pride, foolishness. All these evil things come from within, and they defile a person. Some think there are things that you should do that will encourage true godliness. Really, these things bring out more sin. And secondly, what they do is they make the desire stronger to go against God's will. Read about this, Matthew 23. False teachers, they feel highly honored. Why? Because they say they have visions, that is true godliness. They are not following Jesus' commands. Jesus commands his disciples love one another. That's proof they have godliness. That their hearts may be encouraged, being knit together in love, to reach all the riches of full assurance of understanding and the knowledge of God's mystery, which is Christ. Sometimes we feel, oh, you're wrong, that's wrong. We see Christians and we look down on other people, we judge them. Sometimes the problem for us is that we are blind, same as the other sinners. You're wrong, but we're wrong too. But now the righteousness of God has been manifested apart from the law, although the law and the prophets bear witness to it. The righteousness of God through faith in Jesus Christ for all who believe. For there is no distinction, for all have sinned and fall short of the glory of God. In God's eyes, we are all true Christians, saved by grace alone, period. No matter what we have, all good things, all blessings, they are all gifts from God. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above, coming down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow due to change. This is a good verse. 1 Corinthians 4:7. For who sees anything different in you? The answer is, there is no difference in us. What do you have that you did not receive? Nothing. If then you received it, why do you boast as if you did not receive it? Why do you boast? You have nothing to boast about. We boast, thinking, oh, we did something that we did not receive from God. You and me, we receive skill and blessings. Jesus, the fruit of the Holy Spirit, whatever we have, it is gifts from God.